How's it going, everybody? It's Frisby Moonsong here. Yow! And today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be going back to our beginner series, our starter series. Remember we started off with that? Yes? Well, we are continuing. But before we started the video, we have a giveaway to do. So let's get right to it before we move on with anything. And here it is. So as you can see, we are here with the obelisk structure deck giveaway that we are supposed to do, and we are going to be giving away, as I said, the two obelisk structure decks, courtesy of Solar Pop and Unplug Yourself, our sponsors for this channel. So thank you so much to you guys. We currently have only 4 people who actually entered this one, which is okay. You know, it's fine. You guys get our chance of getting it. So as we said in the video, we're giving away 2 obelisk structure decks to 1 person. We obviously have the names on the list here in order, and we are going to roll with our random number generator and see who wins the prize. So going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Number 2, Mr. Byron Gila, congratulations, you win the 2, as you can see over here, yes, your name is right there, 2nd place, Mr. Byron Gila, congratulations, you win the 2 Obelisk, the Tormentor structure deck. So let me know how I can send it to you, contact me on Facebook, and we'll get it right to you. So moving on, back to the video. So, continuing on with the video. Thank you for that, Moonsong. Thank you for that giveaway. It was really awesome. Anyway, I know, right? Weird. And so, what we're going to be doing in today's video, or what we have done, is we actually have some interviews for you. So, I've been doing, obviously, the series to help introduce new players into the game. And, lo and behold, we've had a couple of new people join us at our locals. We've had a number of people coming in, and people are starting to come into to the tournaments a lot more, and it's really cool to see these new players getting into the game. So I thought, you know what, let's get into the community, and I decided to interview these people. So over here we have the interviews of 3 new players that have started playing at our locals, and you can hear what they have to say from their perspective. Kind of gives you a reminiscent of when you started playing.
So we are here with Mr. Luke, also known as Amu.
Hi.
And he is a new player joining us here in South Africa, a new duelist. Actually, he's a returning duelist, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
When did you start back in the day?
I think I picked up Yu-Gi-Oh! 2008.
Okay.
And I played well through to 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And then I couldn't afford the cards anymore, so
Oh.
I went into hiding.
Well, we still can't afford the cards, so it doesn't really matter.
And yeah, so now that I've grown up a little bit, I think I'm back in and trying to compete with everybody.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah, getting into the competitive side is a bit tough, as you've seen and noticed. So how did it feel coming back into the game after so long?
The game is very different to what it was back then. I think the one thing I remember from back in the day is Dark Hole being banned.
Oh, yes.
And what's it called? Magician of Faith being banned.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like, oh, okay, cool. But now you can have like 3 Dark Holes, and I think Magician of Faith is.
Yeah, it's also at
yeah,
3, so everything's changed. A lot has changed.
Yeah, and now cards have like complete immunity, or they can do omni negates, and I'm like,
Oh, you learned about Dragoon, right?
yeah, it's like cards like this didn't used to fly back in the day. Like
No.
these were banned like after a week of being released.
Well, now, yeah, they still have a couple of months to stay
Yeah.
in fruition, so now we have to deal with them for a really long time. And what did you start with? What deck did you come back with?
When I got back, I came back with heroic / Earth deck, but that had a few issues. So
Just a few?
Yeah,
Just a few.
Yeah, some of my cards were banned. Others just
Yeah.
didn't work like they used to. So I entered into virtual worlds.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been quite a bit of a learning curve.
The Metabot deck of the
pretty
format.
much.
How have you liked the way it's played so far?
The way it's played is a little confusing, but it is quite nice. compared to some of the decks that I've seen.
Oh yeah.
It fits more to my style. I'm not a really much of a control kind of person.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it, and the monsters look cool.
What would you say the difference is from Yu-Gi-Oh now compared to when you used to play?
I think in the beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh, the biggest difference was you had boss monsters.
Yeah.
Monsters that were really big beat sticks with high attack. But now you're having monsters with crazy effects, monsters that allow you to combo into a lot of
a myriad
crazy plays
of different things.
Yeah.
You see people taking like 15-minute turns and stuff like that.
Exactly. And then you use half your deck in one turn.
One turn, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
And how do you find the community coming back into it? Because obviously, like now you're starting to meet people and you're getting into it. I've seen you actually at locals a couple of times.
So the community is really friendly. I like that about it. I didn't expect it to be this friendly and helpful. Cards are still hard to find, well, the good ones, but other than that,
the good ones are still always going to be tough to find. But yeah, it's good to have you coming back into the game. It's good to have you on the channel here. So nice to have you here. And I hope to see you at more tournaments at locals. I hope you start to enjoy it more and pick up. And I hope you get to see a lot of the videos that I put up as well to help you, learn more about the game and stuff like that.
Definitely, I'll be there for every video.
Mr. Luke, as a thank you and a welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh community and the channel, I'm going to give you this Yu-Gi-Oh file of the Egyptian god cards, courtesy of our sponsors Solar Pop and Unplug Yourself, so you can start your collection, get your stuff in there, keep everything in there.
This is really nice. I don't even have a file.
Yeah, so there you go. You can start your collection. Make sure you keep all your old expensive cards in there, because you have shown me your collection and I've seen expensive cards. And I'm like, no, you need to keep these safe. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that, and thank you for coming on to the channel.
This is pretty cool. Thanks,
No
man.
problem. I'll see you in locals, eh?
Okay,
And
I'll see you.
thank you to Solar Pop and Unplug Yourself for these
Thanks.
awesome
You
things.
said Solar Pop.
Yeah.
Thanks, Solar Pop.
So thank you guys, and yeah, moving on to the next one. So guys, we are here with Dalen. As you can see, he was playing at our Yu-Gi-Oh locals today. He's been coming for a couple of weeks now, and yeah, you just started. When did you start playing?
Actually, I started playing this year.
Oh, okay. When about? Like a couple months, couple
Yeah,
weeks?
a couple of months ago.
Okay, what deck did you start off with? And
The first deck that I bought was the structure deck. It was a Obelisk, the Tormentor structure.
oh yeah, that actually has some really good cards in it.
Yeah, and my second deck, everyone was really cool and helped me build a Salamander.
Oh, Salamangreats are actually really
Yeah.
strong. That's something to like look up into. It's a really good like budget deck for the meta and
Yeah.
everything, which is really nice, especially starting because it helps you, with the flow of things. So you've been here for a couple of weeks now, and I've seen you play at locals as well. How do you find the community and the people here? As a new player, like how do you feel?
It's really cool. Everyone is very chill. Everyone's very kind. And it's got like this very cool vibe about it, and the game itself is awesome.
Yeah, I love it. That's why we played for 5 years. So you get addicted to a point, right? But yeah, so one thing I want to ask for, just for the people out there as well, what advice as a new player would you give to people starting the game?
Don't be scared to go to your local game shop. And some people are scared to go because maybe they think of like what's wrong there, but I want to say is go to your locals, support your game shop, and it's very fun once you get into it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Dalen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us on the channel. And as a token of appreciation and a welcome to the game from Solar Pop, I would like to give you a reminiscent of your Obelisk structure deck and a nice little deck box for you that you can use. So yeah, that's really cool. You can see the Egyptian card deck box that you can have, just to welcome you into the game and to hope that you keep coming and enjoy your company. Yeah, and we'll see you at the top tables pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we are back again with Miss Danielle Power, and she is also a new Yu-Gi-Oh player here in Johannesburg, and she's just started quite recently. How long have you been playing now?
Probably about 2.5, 3 months.
2.5, 3 months, close to there. And what deck have you started with?
I think you're gonna hate me.
Yeah.
Mystic Mind.
Okay, yeah, we already hate you. But one thing that's good I know is that people are getting you into Trickstar.
Yes.
So the nice thing is like you're gonna start learning combos and stuff. But yeah, we're happy to have you in the game. We've seen you at locals a couple of times. Yeah. What brought you into the game? What actually dragged you in besides?
Besides the obvious.
Besides the obvious, yeah.
Besides my best friend. No, my best friend mainly was the person who got me into it. But I did watch the anime a lot as a kid. And it's... and it just literally was... I never really... I was into some card games. I was into like Hearthstone and, you know, those kind of card games. And I tried to get into Magic and I sort of got into it, but not really. And then after watching people play Yu-Gi-Oh quite a lot, it actually, I thought, you know what, let me give it a try. If I don't like it, I won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
And it was mainly the community that brought me to Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, because the community is so open and accepting and they are so helpful. I mean, you know, my whole deck is basically someone else's thing.
Yeah.
and they've been really, everyone's been so kind and so helpful and given me a lot of tips and just, you know, and I've really, really liked the community.
I think that's one thing that I've actually liked about Yu-Gi-Oh, especially here in South Africa, is that we're very tight-knit, so everyone kind of knows everyone else, you know. And from what I've heard from a lot of the people I've spoken to, is they always like the community in these areas because they're used to helping out and stuff, you know. So it's very much, it's easier for new players to come in and literally like, you know, get into the game because people are open to lending cards and stuff like that, especially if you bring them into the inner circle.
Oh yeah.
So that's one thing I've noticed. What have you felt about the game and how it's played so far, and the gameplay and the construct of like how cards work and decks? And
I hate that people can literally do a full combo in one turn. One card down.
That's fair point.
I mean, that's the one thing that's different from Hearthstone, because in or Magic, because Magic's a similar concept. You have like mana, you have limits, you have a limit to what you can play. Look, it's cool that you can play like pretty much everything in one turn, but it's different when you're sitting across from someone who's basically playing their entire hand for 10 minutes and you haven't even put one card down yet.
You have to find a way to out it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I just want to thank you for joining us on the channel. I want to thank you for being in the community, and I hope you're able to bring in more people as well into the community. As a gift from our sponsors, Soda Pop and Unplug Yourself, we would like to give you a Egyptian God card mat to start off your playing.
That is beautiful.
So you can
Thank
protect
you.
your mystic mind on the field with the power of the gods.
Yes.
So yeah, you can do that courtesy of obviously Soda Pop and Unplug Yourself. So
Thank you,
there
Robert.
go.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And welcome to the community.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
And that's it. That's all the interviews we have for you. Really cool people, right? It's cool to see so many like new people just coming in, and even different types. I mean, yes, representing of the girl community as well. More girls in the game, because we don't get that very often. So that's really, really awesome. But yeah, it's exciting to see the game slowly growing in South Africa, and that's what I aim to do. That's what I want to build up as well with this channel and help a lot of new people. So for all of you guys, even for you new players, you can comment. Let me know, when did you start playing the game and how long have you been playing for? I remember I started back in 2015, at the end of 2015, bought my first Atlantean structure deck. So let me know when you guys started playing, how long you played for, or if you came back into the game, when did you start playing then? And you could stand a chance to win this awesome Egyptian God card mat. You've seen it on the collection video before. It looks really, really cool. Courtesy of our sponsors, Solar Pop and Unplug Yourself. So thank you to them. And you guys could get this. All you need to do is let us know when you started playing. And you know what? always, please, I implore all of you, always help out the new players. We want to keep the community friendly, we want to keep the community together, and it's really awesome to help build each other up and help each other in these competitions and this awesome game that we love. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Keep your eyes open because we've got some surprises for you this weekend, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video. From me, Frisby Moonsong, I'm out. Cheers, guys. Yow!